We live in a world full of distractions and challenges, where many seek true happiness and wisdom, but few actually find it. However, the ancient Stoics left us valuable teachings on how to live a full, balanced life focused on what truly matters. In this video, we will explore the 10 topics that, according to the Stoics, we should keep secret or avoid discussing excessively. Each of these principles is a key to a more virtuous and serene life, free from the traps of ego, vanity, and futile worries. Prepare yourself for a journey of self-discovery and reflection, where we will learn how to better deal with our possessions, desires, difficulties, and even the inevitability of death. Wealth and material possessions. Some things in this world are better kept secret. Throughout human history, great kingdoms and rulers have fallen by exposing too much of their wealth and possessions. The wise, on the other hand, live by wisdom, not by gold. The truth is that luxury and wealth can disappear in the blink of an eye, whether due to market crashes, natural disasters, or even theft. Therefore, it is essential that we detach ourselves from material possessions if we truly want to find real happiness. Being ready to lose what we have with serenity helps us maintain inner peace, even in the face of adversity. Displaying our possessions not only arouses envy in others, but also creates a false sense of security based on something volatile. In a society where the accumulation of wealth is seen as a final goal, the Stoics teach that true value lies in living simply and focused, where what matters is the growth of character and intellect. The ethical use of wealth, when necessary, should be guided by wisdom and compassion, showing that true happiness does not depend on external circumstances, but on a life lived in harmony with reason and virtue. Therefore, by resisting the temptation to flaunt, we cultivate a higher spirit, focused on what truly matters for a full and satisfying life. Mistakes and failures of others. We are all imperfect, and at some point we make mistakes along our journey. It's easy to point out the flaws of others, but the Stoics warn us about the danger of excessively discussing others' faults. Marcus Aurelius, in his wisdom, advised us to limit our concerns to the present, reminding us that being obsessed with others' mistakes brings no benefit. Criticizing others harshly without considering the circumstances distances us from compassion and understanding. Instead, we should strive to understand why people around us act as they do, often influenced by past traumas, fear, or manipulation. With this understanding, we can develop genuine empathy, reminding us that we are all on a journey of growth. Directing our energy towards personal improvement instead of focusing on others' flaws is the path that leads us to true virtue. After all, it is more productive to work on improving oneself than to spend time and energy criticizing others. When we avoid judging hastily, we open up space for personal growth and the creation of healthier and more constructive relationships based on mutual understanding and respect. Ambitious plans and desires. The desire to achieve great deeds and ambitious goals is natural, but the Stoics advise keeping these plans secret until they materialize. As Epictetus said, "Do not let yourself be consumed by dreams of things you do not yet have. Instead, focus on appreciating the blessings you already possess, recognizing the value of what is within your reach." Keeping grand plans and goals secret is a way to protect yourself from disappointment and vanity. Avoiding discussions about future goals that may never come to fruition helps maintain humility and focus on what truly matters: the actions we take in the present. Let your achievements speak for themselves without the need to boast. True greatness lies in acting with virtue and wisdom, not in seeking external recognition or praise. When you keep your goals secret, you avoid feeding vanity and pride, staying focused on what is essential: the development of character, the pursuit of wisdom, and the practice of virtue in all actions. Additionally, By not creating expectations in others about your plans, you free yourself from external pressure and can act more authentically and effectively, allowing the final result to be the genuine reflection of your efforts and convictions. Physical pleasures. Physical pleasures, such as those related to sex, food, and rest, are a natural part of life, but the Stoics teach us to moderate these desires. Epictetus warned against excessive indulgence in these pleasures, as they can easily enslave us. When we discuss these topics excessively, we risk increasing the power of these temporary desires, allowing them to control us instead of us controlling them. True wisdom lies in enjoying physical pleasures with moderation, without letting them become the center of our lives. The wise know that the relentless pursuit of pleasure can lead us away from our true purpose, which is to live according to reason and virtue. Instead of allowing momentary pleasures to divert us from our path, we should cultivate self-discipline and moderation. This allows us to enjoy life's pleasures without becoming enslaved by them. The goal is always to maintain control over our desires, living a balanced and focused life without losing sight of the higher goals of a virtuous life. By maintaining this perspective, you ensure that sensory pleasures do not dominate your life, allowing true joy and contentment to be found in the simplest and most meaningful things that do not depend on external circumstances. Difficulties and challenges. Life is full of challenges and difficulties, and the Stoics teach us not to exaggerate the discussion of these adversities. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the art of living is more like a struggle than a dance. Facing challenges with courage and determination is what shapes our character and strengthens our virtues. It is easy to be overwhelmed by difficulties, but it is in trials that we find the opportunity to grow and become stronger. Facing challenges with dignity and self-control, without excessively sharing our problems with others, is a way to maintain our inner strength. Instead of complaining about difficulties, we should see them as an opportunity to demonstrate our courage, justice, patience, and wisdom. Overcoming challenges helps us develop qualities that are essential for leading and living a full life. Keep calm in the face of adversity and deal with it rationally, without giving in to the temptation to constantly seek comfort from others. True strength lies in facing challenges head-on, with determination and an indomitable spirit. Additionally, each challenge overcome becomes a step towards personal growth, allowing you to look back with pride and forward with confidence, knowing that you are capable of handling any situation life presents. Achievements and honors. It is natural to feel proud of our achievements, but the Stoics warn us against excessive pride and vanity. Seneca teaches us that true joy comes from inner peace, not from external glory. No matter how great our achievements, it is essential to remain humble and remember that no success is achieved alone. Our talents and accomplishments are, in part, the result of the help of others, luck, and the blessings of nature. Recognizing this helps us avoid arrogance and excessive pride. Using our achievements as an opportunity to help others and contribute to the good of society is the wise path. True greatness is not in boasting about past deeds, but in continuing to seek excellence and personal improvement. Do not let pride blind you to the need to continue learning and growing. Celebrate your achievements with moderation and use them as motivation to continue working for the common good, always with your feet on the ground and your heart focused on virtue. By maintaining this posture, you not only preserve humility, but also inspire others to follow the same path, creating a cycle of mutual growth and true positive impact on the society around you. Gossip and rumors. Gossip and rumors are like poison for the soul, and the Stoics strongly warn us against the habit of spreading them. Marcus Aurelius advises us to resist the desire to spread falsehoods, reminding us that idle talk about others distracts us from our true purpose. When we engage in gossip, we allow our minds to drift away from what is important and focus on what is trivial and destructive. The temptation to discuss others' lives can be strong, but the wise avoid such conversations, preferring to focus on topics that truly matter, such as ethics, nature, learning, and contributing to the common good. Instead of wasting time on petty comments and assumptions, we should use our words to build, inspire, and uplift those around us. Words have power, and we must be careful with what we say and how we say it. Avoiding gossip and rumors not only protects us from unnecessary conflicts, but also helps us cultivate a focused, ethical mind dedicated to higher purposes. By eliminating futile and malicious conversations from our lives, we create a healthier and more positive environment where trust and respect can flourish, allowing relationships to become more authentic and meaningful. Injustice of fate. Life is not always fair, and it is easy to fall into the trap of lamenting the injustices we face. However, the Stoics teach us that spending energy complaining about what is beyond our control only generates more suffering. Epictetus reminds us that events occur according to fate, and our task is to respond to them with wisdom and virtue. Complaining about difficulties and injustices that have already passed is useless because the past is set in stone and cannot be changed. Instead of lamenting, we should focus our strength on facing the challenges life brings us with wisdom and courage. Each difficulty is an opportunity to demonstrate our principles, such as courage, justice, and resilience. Instead of sinking into lamentation, we should seek growth and learning in every difficult situation. Accepting life as it is, with its injustices and challenges, allows us to live with more serenity and focus. By adopting this attitude, we become stronger, more resilient, and capable of facing any adversity that fate may bring. Additionally, by accepting reality with wisdom, we find the freedom to act effectively in the present, doing what we can to create a better future without carrying the weight of resentment and complaints that only paralyze us. Death and mortality. Death is an inevitable reality, but the Stoics teach us not to live in constant fear of it. Seneca advises us to prepare our minds as if we were close to the end, without postponing what is truly important. Death gives purpose to life, reminding us that time is precious and limited. Living with the awareness of death encourages us to use each moment meaningfully, making the most of the opportunities to express love, forgiveness, and joy. We should not fear death, but accept it as a natural part of life. By doing so, we can live with more freedom, without the constant burden of fear. Death, instead of being seen as something to be feared, should be viewed as a motivation to live a full and virtuous life. Each day is a chance to get closer to our goals, to do good, and to leave a lasting legacy. By accepting death with serenity, we can focus on what truly matters and live each day as if it were the last, with gratitude and purpose. Additionally, this perspective helps us focus on the present, making the most of the opportunities we have now, instead of wasting our time and energy on worries we cannot control, thus creating a richer and more meaningful life. Worries about the future. The future is uncertain, and it is natural to think about it and plan, but the Stoics warn us against obsessing over what is to come. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that the source of good lies within us, and that we must focus on the present, which is the only moment we truly have. Worrying excessively about the future only generates anxiety and distracts us from what we can do now. The present is the time when we can act, make choices, and shape our destiny. Thinking about the future is important, but it must be done with balance, without sacrificing the present. The key to a full life is to live each day with wisdom and purpose, without being consumed by worries about what is yet to come. Instead of fixating on future outcomes, we should focus our energies on doing the best we can in the present, building a meaningful and purposeful life. Trust that by aligning your character and behavior with eternal virtues, you will be prepared to face any challenge the future may bring. By practicing detachment from what has not yet happened, you find peace in the now, allowing the future to unfold naturally, without the weight of anxiety and fear that so often prevent us from fully living in the present moment. The teachings of the Stoics remain as relevant today as they were in antiquity. By applying these principles in our lives, we can achieve a deeper level of understanding and inner peace. By avoiding discussions that feed the ego, pride, and unnecessary worries, we open up space for what truly matters: the cultivation of virtue, wisdom, and self-control. Remember, true happiness does not come from material possessions or external recognition, but from our ability to live according to our highest values. If these pieces of advice resonated with you, start applying them in your daily life. After all, as the great Stoics taught, it is in the daily practice of virtue that we find the true purpose of our lives. If you enjoyed this content and want to continue this journey of self-discovery, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching, and may you find serenity and wisdom in every step of your journey.